Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 120 of Factorio with the Space Exploration mod, where we keep working our way through our to-do list here, and we just finished rocket control units, but we lack a bunch of glass for that to function optimally, basically. So we wanted to make that out here at this stone patch. But before we do that, someone in the comments very helpfully mentioned that we should really look into smelting with ingots rather than smelting directly. So using molten iron. The problem with that is we need pyroflux. And I don't think we can really make that here on Novice. But let's just have a look through this. We do gain 50% extra productivity from that if we can get the pyroflux though. So we either need vulcanite or get it from vulcanite core seams, but those are only on other planets. And from this that we are actually doing. But I don't think we get so much that we can just export it from here. Well, we are trying to export it, okay. But we have not made a lot here. We could use it locally, of course, for this. But I really don't think that's the way to go. If we wanted to import vulcanite, since we need it for modules anyway, then we could make more pyroflux out of that, of course. Or we could just import the pyroflux by itself, because we are making it on, is it Tentavis or Tienio or something? So it is possible. Is it worth it though to get 50% productivity and adding 2 extra steps into our iron plate production cycle thing? We do add a lot of complexity for 50% productivity. But then that shouldn't be too bad. If we just make a good blueprint for this, we could do it. But that requires us to go and actually fix vulcanite production. So for now, I'm just going to ignore that. For now. It is a good idea, and we should be doing it, but since vulcanite has stopped production, and we haven't figured out why, because I'm too lazy, I am going to shelve that idea for now. How about space elevators though? Did we research those? Elevator. No. We need astronomic science and material science 2. We don't even have material science 1, do we? No. But the space elevator is actually a really good idea, I think. Because wouldn't that help us with our problems with cannons and rockets? Can take wires and trains between a planet's and moon's surface and its orbit. So it gets us trains up there. Let's just have a look here. Space elevators. It provides a direct power and signal connection. Okay. Planes can enter to be lifted to the surface. Space elevators are well suited to high traffic routes where there is a constant need for item exchange, but not efficient if items are only moved occasionally. Why is that though? Rockets and delivery cannons have a relatively high cost per stack moved, whereas space elevators have a low cost per stack moved, but an ongoing maintenance cost. Okay, so even if it isn't working, it requires resources. Or is it power? I guess it requires space elevator cable to operate or something. Oh, so by wires in here it probably means signals. Wire signals. Which would make sense. Maintenance, yes, takes 1 space elevator cable. This requires heavy girders, which seems to be a resource we don't have yet, and aeroframe poles, which is probably the same. Beryllium, yes. And iridium, yep. So there's some work in that as well. But maybe it's worth it to just try and get those sciences done in a not very efficient manner before we automate the delivery of items between our new mall and orbit. It is quite a lot of research required, though. And we need this stuff. But maybe that is just something we should get going. I mean, we can research this. Yeah. I think we are just going to focus on finishing these things, though. Though we don't really need rockets if we can get space elevators going, do we? At least not large amounts of rockets. Let's just follow our plan for now, because we should somewhat fast be able to finish our last few things. Until I realize that we need a lot more, of course. But that's okay. So is that all the stone? I think it is. But yeah, we still want to go to our other 2 planets and just fix our production of items there, because they have been stopped for quite a while, I think. At least the vulcanite. Maybe we fixed holmium, I don't remember. But yeah. We just want to get stuff done, basically. Space telescope has been researched. Astrometrics facility. So we get different sources of information from this, I would guess. Or something. I need to actually be able to work on that before I understand what is needed and what isn't. So let's not research it just yet, because I will just forget what we have been researching then. And that will just give me a more difficult time understanding it. So we have a glass build over here. Why are we low on power? What? Have we not received fuel? Nope. Did I never send a fuel train? It is waiting to be full. And apparently I've missed something up here again since it's not producing. Dang it. Okay. Time to fix power again. What can we do with all of this stuff? Nothing really. I just don't want the robots to come and grab all of it. Okay. Thanks for trying, robots, but not today. Okay, to get power up and running first, let's just bring some fuel. Will the robots be able to bring this before they run out of power? Maybe, but the inserters won't really work before we give it some power. This should start everything up slowly, right? Yes, these have been able to input. Good. So power should be coming back online, and it is slowly doing just that. Okay. Let's have a look at our fuel production then. I really thought we had fixed that properly last time. But something is obviously wrong here. We're not allowed to output here. Because apparently we left some of this here. No, we get some of that from here. Isn't this going to be a problem as well? This can be blocked by this. But that's only blocked if we don't have enough in here. So maybe this works. I still think there's a much cleaner way to do this, but with the limited amount of space right here, I am not going to try. As long as it works. And keeps working, hopefully. Okay. Now we have a problem that we aren't letting in our uranium-238 out over here. Because we have enough in this loop, then we're not allowed to let anything past here. But we don't want to use too much of this. Well, that should be our production. How do we prevent getting 235 over there, though? If we... No. No. We can't let it go in through here, that's the problem. But what if... No, we can't let that happen. But this will prevent it from getting in here. How am I this stupid? we had this wire here. Wouldn't that work? Because this is what we're trying to prevent. And then connect this directly to here. Then we can still split this off here. Output only this to the right, left, whatever. Our right side. Split it back over there. So this area is only for uranium-235, the light green stuff soon. If we just remove that. And this splits over here, and is allowed back in if we lack any. Which does occasionally happen. No, it comes from in here, never mind. This is limited to 100, we have 1,000. Okay, never mind. Of course, we are taking the dark green stuff from over here and then circling it back in, so that is why we have a lot. Also, we have all of this. Has this just been sitting here? We're not adding that to the network at all. I don't want to try and fix too much just at the same time here. But hey, at least this is working and is allowed to make fuel. It would make sense to utilize some of this uranium-238 that we have lying around though. Could make this into a provider. And request stuff here. Something like that. This will still be prioritized because we can have more than 1,000 in here. So that should be good, at least for now. Can't really tell if we will have more problems after this. Good. Go with this amount. And that should be enough to last until we have a full train again, I think. Doesn't go in there, never mind. This goes down here. Good. How is our power doing now? We're good again. Awesome. Back to stone. And we sort of wanted to redesign this, at least belt-wise. Because the ratios here are just off. So let's do that. But I think it's just that we needed to upgrade the belts. Maybe we were thinking ahead. One can only hope. But of course we need to have some numbers in here. I want to end up with glass. I want to end up with a full belt, maybe? With productivity and speed beacons. We want to crush this stuff from sand or from stone. We don't want to just make it in an assembler. We do want a pulverizer, yes. Please use that on the full thing. Oh, this is a different machine, so maybe that doesn't work. I don't know. Good. 5 to 30. Stone we're just inputting. Maybe we want the full blueprint actually. Well, yeah. So this is what we have been doing. Let me get into the editor, please. In this, please. Thank you. So 2 belts is a little bit less than 35. But we can upgrade that. Out of that we get 150 sand. We can't handle them 2 blue belts. So this was never meant for a full build of output. How many of these do we have? 20. We need 30 for the full thing. $45, 90, 135, so 3 and some belts. Do we need to scale it down? A lot. We can handle this. That is a bit annoying though. So this maybe just scaled for a yellow build of output. I would believe that at least. I just want to see the numbers here. 10 to 2. That sounds like 2 builds of output then, with 4 machines. And 20 of these. Yeah. And with 2 red belts for sand, we would be able to carry the 50 we needed. Yeah. We just need 12 stone in, and we didn't get that apparently. Though that didn't look too much off. But then we put this on a red belt, so these are only supposed to be half belts, really. I think this setup is actually doing what it's supposed to. At least after we put some modules in, and if we got even better modules in, it would be better. $32. But why did we have 4 of these if we only needed 2? Oh, because we went to 20 here. 20 furnaces to 4 crushers, pulverizers. Okay. I think we need something new though. It feels stupid to keep reinventing this, but maybe I just shouldn't try to reinvent it. If we know it can take 12 stone, do sort of want to scale it up though. To whatever 2 blue belts can carry. $27. 3 and 18. So that is both less than what we have here. So if we just upgrade all of this, except I don't really want these to be upgraded. Can you just shift drag these? No. From stack to fast. We have 27 coming out of here. Instead of the 15 we had before. And we take 21.5 stone in. And this should work, right? I will just replace the modules with the ones current. Wait, do we have productivity 3s? I think we had some, but then ran out of vulcanite. Okay, so something like this, maybe. Yes, let's just get it going. We need pulverizers, but we already got some of those. Going down there. So we don't really have a lot of space here. What do we want to do to fix that? How much stone do we get out of here? Do we just call it 2 blue belts? Sure. We could bring it over to this side of the rails and have our station over here. Or we could just try doing something down here, I guess. Let's just call this enough for 4 of these setups. Which we can somewhat easily have here. Can we have a station here though? Sure, we'll make it fit. I'm sure we can make it work. Stop it. Yes, let's just go. I am sure we can use more power in a little bit here. Out of belt, okay. So that was everything. Could place, what do we need? Modules, belt, underground, and apparently miners. Okay. Let's go and grab all of that. Do we have any tier 3 here? No. Not at all. Okay. So we'll just use these. Do we have enough of those though? Probably not. We needed built and we needed undergrounds and miners, but those will be brought to us. Ah, that's too much. Thank you, robots. Good. Don't need any more of those. Let's just go. Yeah, let's just let the robots at it. We'll manage the power deficiency, I guess. Can we just get some power in here, please? And each belt needs to be split into 4 then. Wait, what? Don't we only have enough for 2 of these? No, each row takes 21. So half a belt into 2 belts. And then another 21 into the other 2 belts. Good. There we go. And then some modules. Good. And then we just need our train station. And that can be all the way up here, basically. And these just merge into one belt? No, wait, they don't. That's more than half a belt. Something like that. And then just some power. Good. So these stack to 100, so this is correct. Good, and this is just glass. And this will need to be limited. If we went and upgraded all the belt here, we should be getting more output as well. But maybe we don't care. Let's just go and limit that other station. Otherwise we'll have 4 trains waiting for that one and no trains coming here. And we don't want that. Can we just steal station and settings and name from over here? Limited, 0 trains allowed, and yeah, we have trains waiting. Okay, hopefully that over time will solve some of our glass problems. This one, I still believe it's done. Let's just have a look at it. Does it lack anything else? Iron, glass, batteries, red circuits. Everything is looking good so far. Good. So we're producing some of those. Onwards to heat shielding, I guess. And this was needed because we need it for space. And rocket stuff. Yes. We need a lot of sulfur and stone and steel if we want this much. But maybe we just design it for this and then ignore it completely that we don't have enough of anything. At least that's a possibility, but I do want to see how everything works out. That's a lot of machines. Maybe we just scale it down to 22.5. Maybe we scale it even further, down to some reasonable inputs. 10. We can have these on a belt now at least. It would be nice to be able to have them on half a belt maybe. Which we can now. Now this can basically fit on a belt. Let's just do this and then we can scale on it if we ever need more. So, are we doing direct input between these because this is more than a belt of output? It's more than 2 belts of output. Maybe. I've tried this idea before and I don't really remember if there was something wrong with it in general or not. But if we can have a beacon here, we can power or hit everything with that. We would have stone coming through here. we would have... Well, it's difficult to input stuff here. Also, we have maybe scaled everything for just one side here. So we can double this basically. If we put the input for stone here and put input for other things there. Let's get some recipes in here just so it's not just in my head. Something like this. And this is difficult though. Symmetry, yay. We have stone or brick into here, that is transferred. We have both of the inputs for this in from here. It just needs to be a shared belt. And then output can go out here. And since this only covers exactly 3, we won't have a problem. If we move this up 1, we would have a problem, but... Of course we waste a little bit of module efficiency, but do we care? I don't think so. And to power everything... Can we do this with less? Yes. Am I missing something? Let's get some inputs going and just verify that this actually works. So we need sulfur, steel, brick. Is the transfer of this fast enough though? Can we maybe put a chest in here too? Input of steel and sulfur is at least good enough, and so is the brick stuff. Was it good enough before we added this as well? If we just steal these. No, transfer between the inserters is bad, I think. Maybe not. It just needed a little to get going. So this works. And then we just need 24. No, we could double that, so we need 48. $24 on this row. 20. 22, 24. So 48 in the middle here. Yes. So we should have 16 heat shielding output here. If we have enough input. We don't, but that's okay. Or we won't, because we don't produce enough of anything for it. But we just want this to be automated and somewhat set up. Because I want to get towards actually getting away from this planet again. So this is just going to be built up here, I think. I really wish we had made this a proper rectangle, I guess. But we can maybe do that at some later point if we ever come back and need to extend our rail network here. For now, we're just going and building where we can. Oh wait, those need to go there. I just felt like I was slow, but apparently I wasn't. How are we doing on power? Still good. Awesome. So this is meant to scale to the right. And we will build between these stations then. Don't really need that much space, but just to keep it scalable, let's leave some space here. Good. So much stone on the ground. Okay. We need 3 inputs. Two, 3. We need more rail, that's fine. Let's get some fuel in, I guess. And this is supposed to be heat shielding. Also, we need an output, of course. Good. Fuel. Get a train in. Oh. We have problems. This... Oh, of course, we have a lot of trains trying to get in here, and we only have 3 staggers. And not a lot of space to improve that. Well, I'm just going to finish this thought first, and then we can try and fix the other stuff afterwards. Heat, shielding fuel. Empty all time. And you should come to us after RCU. And... oh, there's no way to turn around down here? No. So just go to oil processing again, I guess. Wherever that is. What? I'm blind. All of this comes after oil processing. Oh, oil processing is at the end. Okay. Well, we basically need to fix this right away. Where are you going? You're going to plastic. Plastic, sir. Go away. Where are you going? Also to plastic. Which one comes first? the wrong one, of course. We need oil in here before anything else gets better, so these just need to go. Good, so now this can get in. And oil can get in. Good. Is this at least somewhat standard at this point? No. It is shorter, but at least we can move this junction and add more stackers, I think. Okay. So now we can ask the fuel train to come here. Good. And now we actually need rail to put down trains. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.